All right, this is a Fox News alert. The AP has now called the special congressional election in Tennessee for Republican Matt Van Epps, a major win for House Republicans. President Trump just posted on Truth Social, congratulations to Matt Van Epps on his big congressional win in the great state of Tennessee. The radical left, Democrats, they threw everything they had at him, including millions of dollars. Another great night for the Republican Party. Here now with reaction, Texas Senator Ted Cruz. These elections are very nerve-wracking to me because most people don't know that the election is happening. In this district, the way it goes all the way from Kentucky down to Alabama, most people don't even know what district they're in.
Well, and look, that's the danger of any special election, that you have whoever's pissed off, they know about the election. And right now, the people who are pissed off are the left. They're the people who hate Donald Trump. And so this was a very red district. And it was dangerous. We could have lost this district because the people who showed up, many of them are the ones that are motivated by how much they dislike President Trump. At the end of the day, we won this district. And I think look, all of that, everyone is looking through the crystal ball. What does this mean for the midterms in a year? It's going to be a turnout election. And the left will show up. Hate is a powerful motivator. They hate President Trump. It doesn't matter. He could cure cancer. He could feed the entire world, and they would hate him. There's nothing he can do to change that. What we've got to make sure is, number one, that conservatives show up, but number two, that just the common sense middle, regular people who, what is dangerous in an off-cycle election is people that are feeling complacent, like things are going well, I'm happy, and the danger is those folks stay home. We've got to set out the alarm bells that if we allow the Democrats to flip the House, to flip the Senate, it is an absolute catastrophe.
It's bad for the country. I mean, it'll be nonstop investigation, impeachment, you know, the same nonsense we've lived through. Scott Bessent's comments were very interesting to me today. We've never had trillions committed manufacturing dollars. Your state, $500 billion in one case, another 100 and some odd billion in another case. That is, I want to see shovels in the ground, jobs will be created. The tax cuts, energy dominance, I think that will be a force of nature economically.
It is massive. The volume of the investment commitments that have happened this year, it's nearly $20 trillion. There's never been another year in the history of America with anything close to it. Now, you're right, Sean. Press releases are one thing. You've got to actually see shovels in the ground. You've got to see the dollars deployed, the jobs happening. They're happening in Texas. We're seeing shovels in the ground in Texas. But that is a really important part of the Trump legacy, is creating an incentive where people want to invest and create jobs in the United States. I'll tell you, today I spent about 3 hours at the White House with the president, and we were there with Michael and Susan Dell, who announced $6.25 billion that they are giving to the Trump accounts. The Trump accounts it may be the single most important part of the One Big Beautiful Bill that passed this summer. The Trump accounts, I authored this provision. It creates a private investment account for every child in America. It seeds newborn babies with $1,000. Parents, family, employers can give up to $5,000 a year in a tax advantage account. All of that is invested in the S&P 500. And this provision is going to do two things. One, every kid in America is going to get the benefit of compound growth. And two, it is going to create a new generation of capitalists. And what Michael and Susan Dell did, the Dells are Texans, they're great friends. They gave $250 to 25 million kids all across the country. And I wrote this provision in the bill to invite philanthropy. Other philanthropists will follow. And think about it. Look, if you go back decades ago, when Congress passed Section 401k of ERISA, I don't know that anyone thought it would totally change how people save for retirement. Today, there are trillions of dollars in 401k plans. These Trump accounts are 401ks for kids. There will be trillions of dollars in it, and it will literally change the face of this country. It was interesting. At the press conference today at the White House, a reporter asked the president, is this going to be a major part of your legacy? He said, absolutely. I told the president, I don't think there's another president in American history who's done more for the children of America than Donald Trump, because between the Trump accounts and school choice, another provision that I wrote that President Trump signed into law, we are benefiting the kids in a transformational way.
If Scott Bessent's right, and I only have a minute, and 100% depreciation for manufacturers, and that means pharmaceuticals, that means semiconductor chips, and automobiles being brought back home. high-paying career jobs, and in the energy sector. Scott Bessent's right. Second quarter, third quarter next year, the economy thrives. Does that impact the election?
It absolutely impacts the election. By the way, also next year, many of the tax benefits in the One Big Beautiful Bill kick in.
Oh,
so, for example, no
April
tax
15th?
on tips.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you're a tipped worker, you can file your tax return in January and get a refund, and the average refund is going to be about $1,000 because of the tax cut. If you make tips or overtime, the two biggest drivers are no tax on tips,
Listen,
no tax on overtime.
I accept tips, Senator.
I've got $1 on me that you have happily earned tonight, Sean.
Senator Cruz, great to see you in studio. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.